going to be working on his speech number 2, which is called Organize Your Speech. In this speech, the body must support the ideas you want to convey. The title of his speech is An Introduction to Cajun Cooking, and the timing on the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Welcome, Russ Koch.
Today I'm going to be telling you about basics of Cajun cooking. What I'm going to do is give you a real quick history of Cajun cooking and then an example or examples of how you make basic Cajun dishes. Etouffees, gumbos, and jambalaya. I've got a sample of jambalaya with me so you can have that afterwards. Common base for etouffees and gumbos is a roux. It's R-O-U-X. Roux is made equal parts flour and oil, like canola oil. And you whisk it together in a pan. I prefer a stainless steel pan or a cast iron skillet, not a non-stick pan. You really have to watch it because when the temperature gets over 400 degrees, it starts to get, the color changes quickly. And for Cajun food, for the 3 dishes I just mentioned, the classic ones, you stop when it gets to be a dark red color. For gumbos, traditionally black. The way you stop the cooking is to add a mixture of vegetables. That's onion, celery, and bell pepper. That's the holy trinity of vegetables for all Cajun dishes, or almost all Cajun dishes. I made a copy of the dark red roux that you use for etouffees. And black for gumbos. I'll just circulate this and take a look at what it looks like when you're finished with the roux. For jambalaya, I don't use a roux. I use butter or oil, and in it you saute the chopped meats. Then you add the trinity of vegetables to it. And then for the jambalaya, you add the raw or uncooked rice to it and saute it also. Following that, you add a stock. The stock can be beef, pork, or chicken. I use a base, not bouillon cubes, the low sodium bases. I think they give a richer flavor. For gumbos and etouffees, you serve those dishes over rice. So you prepare the rice separately, a little bit more labor intensive. When the stock is boiling, you add, with all the ingredients in it, you cover it and simmer it for about 20 minutes until the liquid is absorbed. With these dishes, you want the rice to be more crunchy, not soft like you find with American dishes. Gumbos and etouffees, etouffee gets smothered, you put it over rice. Gumbo is more of a soup. It has a stronger taste. They say when you use the dark roux, it tastes nuttier. I still have a hard time connecting nuts with the taste of a roux that's half burnt. That's pretty much it. Cajun cooking also includes breads like bread pudding, pastries, meatloaves, crawfish pie, other things like that. Crawfish pie has the same kind of base like I was talking about, crawfish, trinity of vegetables, seasonings. The seasoning mix that goes in each of these dishes usually has 8 or 9 seasonings. 3 of them are peppers. White pepper, red pepper, black pepper. The red pepper being the cayenne, that's the one with the punch. In varying ratios depending on which dish you use. The reason for the 3 peppers is it's supposed to give the dish layers of heat. So that gets mixed in right away with the vegetables, stops the cooking, really infuses a spicy taste into the dish. That's it. I have samples of the jambalaya. It's a sausage, jambalaya, and ham. The sausage is andouille sausage. It's a spicy Cajun sausage. a little bit spicier than chorizo. And I have a small bowl of vegetarian for the vegetarians. It has no stock in it, just water. And it has no meat in it. And it tastes really bland. But that's their problem, not mine. So on the table up here, I have the bowls and spoons. If you want to step up and have a taste, please do. Hopefully you'll become a convert to Cajun cooking. It's really tasty, really spicy, a lot of flavor, and you can adjust the amount of seasoning you put in it so you don't have to have it quite as hot as what they say. And the heat dissipates really quickly. When you cook it and you have it right away, it can blow your mouth open. But if you have it later that day or the next day, the amount of punch from the spices is a lot less, so it's more palatable.
And Russ said he has a sample here, so we're going to take 4 minutes instead of 2 minutes for our time to fill out your forms and have an opportunity to come up and have a sample. So why don't you come up, have a sample, and then take it back to your chair and fill out your forms.
The small dish has the no meat in it, the small dish. The other one is regular.